Craig Kazar, Get Out There magazine. We just started the Road to Hope half marathon from the DeFasco Center in Hamilton, Ontario. But the weekend actually started yesterday down at Confederation Park with a 5K, 10K, and a 1K kids run.
With CityKids as one of Road to Hope's charities, it's appropriate that Saturday morning started off with a run for the kids. CityKids operates with the mission to empower children living in low-income communities by providing inspirational experiences, nurturing personal relationships, and helping them dream big. I think it's aptly poetic for a great sport like running to sponsor such a charity. Although the weather was lousy Saturday morning, the number of people that came out and stayed throughout the day is testament to how much everyone enjoys this event. There were over 1,500 in the 5K and 10K this morning, and that's not counting all the kids you just saw tearing around Confederation Park. These races were on a closed loop inside the park, with much of the running along the beachfront paths. This route has an out and back section which is great for spectating and keeping runners of all speeds in contact with each other. The food tent from last year was back, and runners had lots of post-race items to munch on, including hot vegetable soup, which is a fantastic idea for a cool fall race. And speaking of cool, Sunday morning was all about the 3,000 plus runners in the full and half marathon races. Shuttle buses brought runners up from the finish line at Confederation Park, but I took advantage of the parking just around the corner from the start at the DeFasco Center up on the Hamilton Escarpment. Race day bib pickup was available this year, and a very efficient bag check was also on site.
The full marathon course has been changed up again this year to make it a full 21 kilometers up on the escarpment before we go down the Red Hill Parkway. Most of the first 8 kilometers are along Ridge Road, where you get a beautiful perspective of Lower Hamilton.
With a big downhill stretch for both the full and the half, I recommend you make sure your shoes are suitably tight in the forefoot to minimize your toes pounding against the front of your shoe. I was partially frozen coming down the Red Hill, so I don't have any pics for you, but I will stress how important dressing correctly is for a fall race. The final 12 kilometers are along the beachfront pathways and Beach Boulevard. These kilometers are the toughest of any marathon, and this is a great stretch to be on to distract you from the suffering you are bound to be feeling. At the finish line, I was pleasantly surprised to receive a race-branded smock complete with a zipper and a hood, much better than a sheet of foil that can blow away in the wind. Finally, I really like the new, distinctive design of this year's finishers' medals. To sum it up, even if the weather doesn't fully cooperate, the Hamilton Marathon Road to Hope is a top-notch event run by a couple of passionate race directors and supported by an army of eager, friendly, and energetic volunteers. I'm Craig for Get Out There magazine, and I hope to see you out there sometime soon.